changes that are coming in front of us. And one of them that we are witnessing and the trend that is going on is the examination, that whether we should conduct NEET examination or not. And in this light, today we are going to discuss about this particular issue, and we are going to have the debate. And I'm here with one of my friend who is there in NIT Patna, and having cracked this examination called JEE Mains and Advanced himself. He knows about the nitty-gritties of the process. He knows about the process. He knows about the way the aspirant feel when it comes to this particular examination called JEE or JEE Mains, or what we call as the engineering entrance examination. So he will tell us about the process. He will tell us about the way aspirant feeling right now, and we will try to analyze that particular perspective, that what an aspirant is talking about and what is going on in the mind of the aspirant, that whether we should postpone this examination or not. And he has also been selected in Amazon, in one of the leading multinational company. Recently in the interview he got selected, and he is among the top four aspirants, four you can say, the engineers who got selected in that particular multinational company. So he has the experience from beginning till end, and he will tell us about the process. And I am here, as you know about me, myself Rahul, and I am the founder of this particular YouTube channel, the UPSC TV by RS. And I will took the side that yes, the examination should be postponed, and he will tell us about the process. He will tell us that why examination should not be postponed. So here we are going to present this debate from the perspective of both JEE examination, and on the other hand, I will tell that why examination should not be done. This is not the right time for the conduction of this examination. So let's begin this discussion. And the first question to you, Mr. Ankit Purwal. Your name I have missed out, but still your name is Ankit Purwal. Okay, so the first question that I would like to ask you is this only, that why you are favoring this examination in the time like this. Over
First
to
of
you,
all,
Ankit.
yeah, firstly, I'm very thankful to you for having me. And before starting the discussion, I would like to tell that I will try my best to put the honest review, and I will try to put the neutral review, and I will try to put myself in the shoes of the students who are going to take the examination. Basically, I'll take myself back into the journey 3 years or 4 years back when I was preparing for the examination. I'll try to tell you the point of view. So basically, the thing is there are a lot of things still going on this in this current environment. The IPL is going to start very soon. Restaurants are already being open. Temples are open. Vaishno Devi is also going to be open in some time. So when everything is going on in this time in a way, in a constrained way, in a restricted way, or in a protected way, so why the one thing which has to be cancelled has to be JEE examinations when everything else can run in a way, in a particular manner? Then why the examination cannot be organized? Uh, I know there is one difference in conducting colleges or opening schools and then conducting examination. Conducting examination is just one day phenomena. When you're going to open the college or schools, you need the same restricted environment for a month or a year or a semester, whatever. It's very hard to maintain, but you can definitely maintain restricted environment for one day or 1 week. So I think it will be quite possible to conduct the examination in this scenario in a restricted manner, and also keeping in the mind the safety of students. But I think it will be extremely important.
Right, correct. So my point over here is that you are talking about this perspective that this is the one day examination. And apart from that, you are saying that everything is opening, so why not examination, and why we should not conduct examination in this particular time. So first of all, when it comes to your point that this is the one day examination, the point that we have to keep in our mind, that this examination, if we talk about NEET examination, NEET UG per se, it is one day examination, no doubt about it. But when it comes to JEE Advanced, there is a perspective that you might
Mm.
that you are not supposed to miss, but as of now you are talking like this, so let me put this thing in perspective. So the point is that there are two stages, JEE mains and JEE advanced. And if
Right.
there are two stages, if I give examination on the particular day, let's say day X, then after some time, X plus 2 months, X plus 3 months, or whatever the scenario is, I have to again reappear in that examination for JEE advanced, or in need there is no possibility like this, but still the scenario is there. So here my point is that again you have to appear, and if you are unable to appear, then again there is no point of conducting that examination, because if I got infected on the day one in the JEE mains, and then what about JEE advanced? Apart from that, one more thing that I would like to highlight over here, that JEE mains advanced, it is one thing, and if you compare, if you compare the scenarios, let's say the person is infected. Let's not come to the infection first of all. The second thing that you have put into the perspective, that other things are opening. So the point over here is that other things are opening, but social distancing is possible over there, and because the kind of influx of the public is low. But when it comes to examination, there are many stakeholders in that particular process. We can do this thing in the examination hall, social distancing can be maintained, everything can be done, and the mask thing, social distancing, and all the nitty gritties can be possible. But when it comes to the outside environment of that examination, the social distancing, I don't think that it is possible, because there are many perspectives right from the beginning, right from the home. If you start the journey of the aspirant who is going to appear in this particular examination, you will find transportation thing, you will find that problem is there right from transportation. Then after transportation, aspirant enters into the examination hall. There is no problem in that. I hope NTA and government will be able to conduct that examination. But after that, in this process of 3 hours, the another problem, what about those who got infected in this traveling process? This is the second problem. The third problem that is there, is the outside environment. When you are in the examination hall, when you come back after the examination as an aspirant, you will find that there are many street vendors. There are, you can say, different people like aloo chaat wala, pakodi wala, that wala, those that this wala, that wala. They will come there. There is a kind of, you can say, influx of the people. This is the another problem. So there will be the kind of, you can say, there will be the violation. Okay, so I'm not saying that government will not do anything, but considering the point, the another
Yeah.
perspective is the government experience, the experience that we are having from the background of this migrant workers. In that particular domain also, we have witnessed those things. Okay, this is the another problem, because we have witnessed those things, and these things are in our memory. Okay, these are things that we have witnessed in some months before. Okay, so we are having that particular, you can say, idea that yes, it is impossible for the country like ours. People are not responsible, whatever the reason, but still, the people are unable to do that particular thing. This is the problem. Apart from that, one more problem I would like to highlight over here from this perspective is the scenario that is going on with respect to administration. The trust is very important. One more thing, the most important thing is trust. So neither NTA nor government, nobody is coming in front of the people who are tweeting about this thing. Around 4 million tweets were going on and trending. It is continuously trending. Neither government of India nor any, you can say, NTA official, they are not coming. They are not saying that this is the man ki baat or whatever. Okay, we are not politicizing it, but they are not coming. They are not saying that we assure you, we ensure you that this vendors, these aloo chaat wala and all those people will not come. They are not saying that we assure you that we will maintain the social distancing when it comes to, you can say, outside environment, when it comes to the boarding, lodging, because they have to, people have to go in the hotels and all one day prior to examination. They are not saying that we will arrange the transportation facility. Nobody is coming in front. Nobody is saying that we are ensuring you. So imagine NTA officials are coming. They are, NTA is very big body, so they
Right.
can come. They can say that yes, we are going to do this thing, and we assure you they are not doing this thing. So all these things are creating the trouble both in the mind of aspirants and those who are interested in all these nitty-gritties that are going on in the society. So another point, now this is your turn. So you can put the things into perspective that what should be the scenario as you are focusing on the examination. So you can put the ideas behind, you can give the academic reasons as well and all those nitty-gritties. So you can tell from that perspective too. Over to you.
Basically, the three or four problems which you have put in past 3 or 4 minutes. The one of them being is the accumulation of students at the center, and how to ensure the social distance when there are a huge number of aspirants. The one of the other issue that you mentioned is how will you ensure the social distancing when students will get out of the examination center, and how will you stop the vendors, a chat wala, or those kind of normal people who want to sell their stuff, especially in this time. And by seeing a huge number of students at the center, they will definitely come out and people will accumulate, and this will be a big problem. The third problem which you mentioned is related to transportation. You are saying that people will be transporting for people will use the transportation from one place to other, to the exam center, and then there is risk in that. And fourth thing is the government and NTA, how government and NTA can play a role. So first thing is, the government has tried to implement social distance in the places, in the rural India, where more than 70% or sometimes even more than that people are illiterate. They do not know much about the disease. They do not know much about the coronavirus situation. They do not know much about social distancing. They think it's just all fake. A government is trying to fool them. But still, we have been trying to implement this social distancing in those areas. And if those people who are not that much illiterate can follow social distancing, I think the students who are supposed to be well literate, who have come from very good background, who are supposed to be engineer or doctors of this country, they can definitely do this better than those. So I know it's hard to implement social distancing with such a big number of students, but definitely when people are little bit more literate and little bit more aware and careful, this can be implemented. Other thing is, because of the reasons of ensuring the fair examination, the number of participants at one center is not kept that much high. And even in this time, government has decided to lower the number of participants at each center. Government is deciding to leave the seat empty after one student or the other. So the number of students will be reduced even lower. So I think at one center the number of students will not be that much very high that that will be unmanageable. There will be authority which will manage, which will try to manage, and government has made few guidelines. I am hoping that they will make some stricter more guidelines to ensure this to happen. I'm definitely not saying this can be implemented without strict guidelines, and this can be done just in the normal circumstances. There has to be guidelines, there has to be forceful laws, there has to be strict laws which has to be followed, and then only this can be implemented. So I'm in the favor of happening this examination. I'm definitely not in favor of doing this examination in the normal scenario. The fourth thing is the transportation. Third thing is transportation. So let me put this: when a student want to appear for the examination, he has provided with the choice. He have to select one or three centers for his choice, and mostly the student chooses the center near his own city. So I don't think the student will be traveling 1,000 kilometers away. They will be traveling 50, 40 or 100 kilometers. And that's what people have been traveling for more than 1 month for their job, or for the sabji walas or kind of people go 100 kilometer or 80 kilometer to sell their sabjis, and to collect the stuff. That's the transportation has been usually already going on. So I don't think it will be any kind of new addition. One of the other point that you raised was pretty good, that if I appear for JEE Mains examination and then I have to reappear for JEE Advanced examination after 2 years, it's not just one day thing. So let me make this clear. You are completely free to not attempt JEE Advanced. You can attempt JEE Mains and you can get into very good NIT. If you want to get into IIT, you are supposed to sit in JEE Advanced, which is after a long period of 60 days or 70 days. Even someone gets corona, I'm not saying someone will get, even if someone gets corona, he can definitely beat corona 2 or 3 times. This is quite a long period of time. People prepare for this examination, and that gap, that is very huge gap. So I think if someone gets corona by any chance, he can definitely fight it back, and many of thousands and lakh of people have fought it already in India and also in the world. The fourth thing, which is a kind of the bigger concern and the greater concern, the NTA is not coming forward. But I think the previous day or just one day before, Mr. Nisank, MHRD minister, or now to be renamed Ministry of Education, so he came out and he talked with people. He told that what the situation is and what government is thinking of implementing. So I think he coming out was kind of a way to make trust in the people. I think there should be done few more things as well. NTA people should come out, even if Narendra Modi can speak on this, our PM, Mr. Narendra Modi can speak on this, that will be really great. And this would be collaborative work in which government participates, NTA participates, and also student participate. So these were kind of the issues that you raised, and I kind of tried to told this solution or just justifications. But there are a few other things which you missed. Let me speak about those. So there's one thing, like when we are pushing the dates of examination, so we have to understand what we are really pushing. Are we pushing the companies and job offers that are supposed to be come in 2024, or we are trying to push the syllabus limit which can be covered in 3 years instead of 4 years, or we are trying to push the stress limit of students which students already go during the engineering course of BTech in 4 years. Actually, when we are pushing the examination dates, we are just pushing their future a little more in dark. I think this is not the time pushing exam dates. I think this is the time where students do a little more push on their end. So let me tell. Uh, some people suggested on different platforms on YouTube, and I saw a lot of videos where people says that okay, the semester is already been delayed. So what will be the problem if a year will delay? If year will be delayed? So there can be two situations. One is the next year some more students will qualify class 12, equal number of students. This year 20 lakh and next year 20 more lakhs, so 40 lakh students will be there. You cannot make them sit in one single exam and then make them join the same year of the college. Infrastructure of India is not that much strong. Me being from NIT Patna, when economic weaker section was passed in last year, so 10% seat has to be increased, and that has been a very big problem, very big trouble for most of the NITs, and especially the NITs like NIT Patna, who are having limited infrastructure, and they were supposed to provide seat to 100 more students, and that was pretty much not manageable. But now, when 40 lakh students will be sitting, twice the number of students will be passing, then there is no chance of providing them the seat. And if you do not increase the number of seats, then there will be a very big competition, which is already quite a big. So it will be even more bigger competition among 40 lakh participants instead of 20 lakh participants. I don't think it is a good to put that much stress on our students. Also, also the students have been preparing for this examination for past 1 year, and now they have been living in this uncertainty for 5 or 6 months. They do not know what the future is going to be. They do not know are they going to appear for the examination, or this exam is going to be cancelled. They have been just revising their syllabus again and again and again, and I'm pretty sure that they have been tired of revising the syllabus. They just want to give the test and they want to get rid of it. And if they pass or do not pass, they may want to switch career choice. But until and unless this exam is not done, we cannot the student cannot decide if he want to choose the path, different path, or he is going into NIT, or IIT he is going to do BTech. So there are these kind of very big issues which are going to raise. You cannot just leave 2024 students, none of the students passing, and none of the companies giving jobs. This is not possible. And if you are making student pass in 2024, you are just giving them 3 years of time to complete what was supposed to be completed in 4 years. So I don't think this is quite possible. And also one more thing, yeah, this is extremely important. Uh, last, it has already been quite one semester since the coronavirus. So most of the IITs and NITs have figured out a way to conduct online examination, and online lectures and assignment and those kinds of things. Me myself has completed one semester from home, and next semester has been started, and this semester is quite a lot interactive. Teachers are taking online classes, they are giving assignments, and we are supposed to take the class test, which is 6 class tests in this semester to make it a little bit more interactive. So if this exam, GMAINS exam will be conducted, result will be passed, then everything can run very smoothly because college has already established system to run online classes and everything will be just fine. It's just a hustle and bustle of 7 or 8 days, but after that things can be pretty much good.
Some of the points that you have put are really great. For example, you are doing the forward linkage with respect to that examination, that once they enter into the exam and into the colleges or something like that, there is already a established system. And apart from that, some other points like the real points that you are talking about when it comes to the number that will increase in the next year, or because 12th and other classes are going on, and if we put this thing in a stop, then again there will be the problem, and we are already witnessing the higher unemployment rate and all those nitty-gritties. Population is increasing and all those things. Okay, the points are right, very correctly you have given points. Okay, here my point is you are talking about three perspectives. First of all, you are talking about the kind of revision that they will do. You are talking about the problem with respect to the torture, the mental torture that they are facing. You are talking about the third dimension, which is all about the perspective of, I would say this with respect to, you are talking about this transportation and all those things. So first of all, when it comes to revision, I don't think that there is a problem with respect to revision, because here the if you compare this examination, this is the entrance examination, and if you compare this examination with the competitive examination, this is a competitive examination, but the real definition will tell you that competitive examination is something where you are you are you are applying for a particular job or employment or something like that. So here, when we are saying this examination and this examination will create the burden, so I don't think that it will enhance that burden that you are talking about, because they will get extra time, but they will not get extra syllabus or something like that. Because this is not the current affair examination where you are having the Hindu newspaper and other newspapers that are there in the market, and you have to mug up the things on a daily basis, and this is going, that is going. So this is not like that. So aspirants can handle that particular thing with respect to the things that you have put forward. Apart from that, you are talking about, apart from revision, you are talking about the mental torture that they are facing. So if you try to analyze the kind of mental torture, as of now, whatever you are expecting that it will create that particular mental torture, and apart from that, the another perspective, I suppose that these things should not happen, but let's say a person got infected. You have also put this point in front of us that let's say a person is infected and they will be able to fight with that coronavirus and all those things. But the another dimension, you have done this forward linking with respect to the admission that NIT have the proper infrastructure and all those things. But if you do this kind of forward linking with respect to the with respect to that infected person, you will find that he will go to the home, he will go to the home. And in India, we have the social dimension perspective, health perspective. If you consider, we are at number one when it comes to the tuberculosis cases, TB cases. So we are at the number one position. We are, according to the global tuberculosis report and all those nitty gritties, we are at the top. Okay, so that dimension you have to consider when you are saying this thing in a very polite manner, in a very light manner, that they will get infected, and in the future they will be able to fight that. And but the another perspective is this only, because people above 65 years, people having the tuberculosis and other things, these kind of things, they are very vulnerable. And if we are giving, if we are allowing this thing, I'm not saying that it should be cancelled. So this is also the perspective. So let me finish this thing and then I will come to that particular point. Apart from that, if you consider other things, for example, in Delhi or in urban cities, 50% women are anemic. This is another report that I would like to put over here. Again, you can't judge, you cannot say that they will be able to fight this coronavirus, because we are in the age of globalization. People are eating this burgers, pizzas, and all those nitty gritties. 50% women are anemic. So you can consider the kind of if anemia means they do not have the proper RBC count, and it basically means that there is a problem with respect to their immunity. So you can consider that thing as well. You can consider the case with respect to the diabetes. Diabetes is also there. So many things are there. Many, you can say, things are there that might lead to mortality, not to that particular aspirant who is writing the examination, but in the house. This should be unfortunate. This should not happen with anyone. But just try to do the forward linking over here as well. And that mental torture, now you can compare this mental torture that with respect to that mental torture that you are talking about, the revision that they are doing. So I'm putting this thing in a very sarcastic manner, in a very, you can say, in a very firm manner, but just try to
Right.
understand saying that this is also the dimension that you can understand. And apart from that, other dimensions as you have put forward is with respect to the kind
Like
of
basically, before if you raise any other point before which I would like to answer this point, otherwise you will keep speaking for 5 more minutes and there will be a lot of issues to discuss. So I will discuss this point first. Is that fine?
yes,
Okay. So this the thing that you have been talking for quite some time is completely based on hypothesis. If this happens, then that happens, and if that happens, then this more happens. So let me put one more hypothesis in front of you. The guy who is sitting at home, the guy who is sitting at home, who is a student of class 12, who has been preparing for JEE and NEET, he has parents. He has his mother, he has his father, and his father has been going out of home to earn the living. I know there is fear to go out and come back with the corona, but there is one more bigger fear to go of not coming back with roti, with food. So his father can go out for the job. His mother is going out for buying the grocery. So how that guy sitting at home cannot fall ill or sick with coronavirus? How he will not get affected with this? His father has been traveling. His father has been doing all the kind of jobs he has been assigned, and his mother also have been doing so. His uncle, his grandmother, his grandfather, they have been also going for morning walk. I have seen people going here. The social distancing is not being followed that much strictly. Not a lot of people are wearing masks, but still people are doing their job. I've seen people who are doing cutting, the who are doing hair cutting of people. Neither the person who is getting haircut is getting using any kind of prevention, not the guy, nor the guy who is doing the haircut. So basically, and this is just one of the example. You can go to the chaat wala or sabji wala, whatever. They are also not following that much, that kind of that kind of preventive measures which are supposed to be followed. So the guy who is studying with his book and doing revision, which you are saying is not a tough job to do, revise. So okay, he is doing not a tough job sitting at home, but at the same time his father goes out, his father comes back home and can bring coronavirus to him. What are the chances that he will not get suffered? So this is just one hypothesis that if he will go out, then only he will suffer. It's completely wrong. His father is going out. His father is meeting with hundreds and thousands of people on each day, not on just a single day. So you can suffer with coronavirus sitting at home also. So I think it's just one hypothesis. I'm saying we should take preventive measures. He should wear mask. We should sanitize his hands. We should maintain social distancing. And as government has said, the person who will be just showing symptoms, not having coronavirus, just showing symptoms, will be placed in isolated seat, which will be different from other person. So I think these are the kind of measures which we can take to ensure that he do not get infected by other students. But this is a vulnerable time. You can get affected sitting at home also. So this is just one other hypothesis which can put you in positive mindset.
yeah, I can understand the positive mindset and all the talks that you are doing, that you are giving with respect to what is being done and what is being happening in the society and all. But ultimately, it is all about the kind of implementation of the social distancing norms. I
Yeah,
don't think that there is a point
that's right.
debating the things, because ultimately both are on the same side when it comes to the implementation. So the debate is all about the kind of perspective that we have tried all those things that are in the mind of both people who are opposing and those who are basically in the favor of the examination. But ultimately, both the parties are not in the opposition. They are at the same end. The end is this only, that implementation should be done. Those who are opposing, those who are saying the postponement should be done and all those nitty-gritty, they will also agree that, for example, I am here, I am opposing this examination, I am saying that postponement should be there. Kindly note, I am saying postponement, I am not saying cancellation of the examination. This is on lighter note. So that thing is there. So postponement, both the people who are opposing and who are favoring, both kind of people are in the favor of proper implementation. And we have to understand that the implementation of social distancing norms, implementation of mask, the wearing of mask, the process of wearing of mask, implementation of hand hygiene and all those nitty-gritties, and implementation in public, implementation in of hygiene in public, like not spitting and all those things. These things should be there. And apart from that, proper implementation is the key. When it comes to this word called proper implementation, both the parties are on the same side. There is no opposition. There is no point in disagreeing with this thing. Both the parties will agree that yes, if it is happening, there should be the proper implementation. If it is not happening, then this should happen. Both the parties will agree with this point. And we are also wrapping up this particular session with this note only, that proper implementation is the key, and we have to implement the guidelines. Government, NTA, and all the stakeholders, not only government, but the people, the vendors who will come there, the parents who will act like the, you can say that, who will accompany those aspirants who will appear in the examination, and all those process, all the stakeholders, right from transportation till the end of the examination, till the examination hall, all the things, all the stakeholders needs to be aware. There should be the information, education, communication. There should be the proper implementation. There should be the proper collaboration. There should be the proper stakeholder participation, so that all people will come forward, so that examination should be conducted, and that examination with proper implementation of the guidelines of coronavirus safety. So this is it for the day. I hope you like this particular video, and I hope you like this entire debate with Ankit Porwal. He has been a great orator. I came to know this thing in today's analysis only, that he is a very good orator, and this is the reason why he is doing really well in his academics, not only in academics, but also in the field, wherever he is appearing and wherever he is going and doing the things. So thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. But before ending the session, I would just like to put one question. In front of those people who are opposing the examination and want proper implementation, I am definitely the one who wants proper implementation. But I know there are other people who are saying there will not be proper implementation and it will be a big trouble, which definitely is. But in the current situation, in the current marketplace and everywhere, there is not proper implementation. So I just want to ask them, should we impose strict lockdown once again in complete city, complete country, because there are also not proper implementations? So I would like to leave them with this thought.
Okay. So this is it for the day. I hope you like this video, and if you are liking this video, don't forget to like this video, and apart from that, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you want, please let me know in the comment section. If you would like, I will definitely come with these kind of things in the upcoming days. All the burning issues, the pros and cons of all the issues will be covered over here, which will be relevant for you in your examination and all the social things that are going on. So this is it for the day. I hope you are liking this video, and this is it. And have a nice day, and stay safe, stay home. Bye bye, and take care.
Thank you.